I'm Anna of All Trades, and my golf cart is in need of some massive repairs. So while I'm at it, I'm also going to install a train horn because why not? When I moved from Seattle to Tennessee earlier this year, I traded my farm truck for this golf cart, and a lot of people said that was absolutely ridiculous, but this has proved to be the single most useful vehicle I could have possibly purchased for our acreage here in Tennessee. I am completely aware that this thing is absolutely ridiculous, and I love making it even more ridiculous so I can pull even more shenanigans with this thing. Like putting 30 feet of bamboo on the ceiling and towing it home on the highway, or putting an 18,000 lumen floodlight on the front of it, or naturally putting a train horn and a backup light on it like we do in today's video. I've always loved ridiculous projects and ridiculous pranks. So when I saw Luke Bryan putting a train horn on his truck to scare his wife, poor Adam, I knew exactly what I had to do for this. So I ordered a 150 decibel train horn to install on my golf cart. Last week my golf cart stopped charging, so I knew I only had a couple days to limp it along and figure out what was wrong. But I also had been smelling a pretty horrible burning smell, and when I opened it up and looked down here, I realized pretty quickly I had some massive repairs I was going to need to do. First and foremost, I needed to replace the wire that goes from the last battery in the chain to the motor of the golf cart. This would probably explain the slight burny smelling I was smelling recently. Any Hoosiers, so this obviously needs to come off. That connection point right there is going to be problematic. That's why it was heating up. That's why it melted part of the battery. Oh, look. Well, what a special moment. We're obviously going to need to replace both of those wires, but then the real fun will get to start. That involved stripping down a new 6-gauge wire, heat shrink the connectors to the wire, and reattach everything there. Cleaning the battery, checking battery fluids to make sure that there was enough distilled water inside it. And I think a dirty connection might have had something to do with that. And then making a new cable that serviced the charger as well. We'll get that cut, then we'll also strip it. We need a smaller post that's gonna go into the charging dock there. That's a little long, so I'm gonna trim it down a little bit. And then we need a larger post that will go over here. The only problem is I don't actually have the right size, so let's fix that. We are ready to reassemble. We want a nice tight connection, but not ridiculous because we don't want to strip it out. We're gonna take this and put it on the post for the motor. Now let's do the other end. All right, moment of truth. Please, 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 please. Yes! Now that we know that this thing still works, let's make it a lot more ridiculous. The 150 decibel horn that I ordered for this thing came with everything that I needed except a button. Thankfully, I had one in my junk drawer. Conveniently, literally as if this was made for this, there's this little pop-out tab. So we'll be able to put our little switchy right through there, and this is the entire wiring diagram. Like, where is the rest? So first things first, we just need to make sure that this thing works the way that I think it does. Jacqueline, with your precious little earbuds, like some respite.
So Adam works from home, and I sincerely hope that he's in a meeting right now.
What the heck?
When Adam opened the mail and saw the 150 decibel horn that I'd ordered for this baby, he tried to persuade me not to use it by showing me a series of videos on the TV.
Adam is trying to dissuade me from using my new horn because he's concerned about my hearing. "150 decibels, the loudness of my horn."
It didn't work.
Okay, so we'll put it right here.
The next thing that we need to do is drill in to accommodate the tube.
So now that we've got the horn mounted, it's time to attach the button and make it all work.
After I've cleaned every single connection on the batteries, I'm lubing everything up with a little dialectic grease, which will just keep things from corroding. Battery acid is nasty stuff. Then when it came to installing this backup light and the switch that my friend DFM Toolworks sent to me as a gift, things couldn't have been easier. It came with the fuse, switch, and connections it needed, so I literally just wired it all up. One funny side note is that I used all of the extra wires that came with the backup light to make a little harness to hold the compressor of the horn kind of in the middle of the air with a bunch of zip ties so that it wouldn't bounce around when I was driving. Problem solved! If you like this video and you want to support the creation of others just like it, head on over to my Patreon page where you can find long-form versions of the videos that I post, more bloopers, and all kinds of other fun stuff as well. If you liked this video, I bet you will love my bomb-proof tomato cages video, which shows me hauling 30 feet of bamboo on the roof of this golf cart. It's ridiculous and awesome. Check it out. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers!
What in the world? What are you dressed like?
I'm a conductor.
Oh my gosh. You had this? This?
Yes. And this is my dress shirt, and this is a kerchief for sneezing.
Oh my god.
Who got all these tools out?
It's me, Mario.